Not long before the events of the Chimera, 4 space pirates were sent to the desert planet of Akiton to regain their captain's hold over Kafak Depot. Get in, restore balance, get out. A simple enough plan. Batten down the hatches, mateys. This is Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. Unknown Treasures.
Kev,
sorry, I was
Kev.
I'm here. I was just opening my Dr. Pepper. Got a prep.
You did it right.
I thought it was going to be louder than that. I thought it'd be like the whole like they do in the commercials. It wasn't like that.
We'll fix it in post.
Oh, yeah. We'll make it really over the top.
We will.
Like a geyser. Yeah.
The crispest Dr. Pepper you can imagine.
Ever.
So good. Well, welcome back. It's Will Save and the Interstellar Tales from the Extragalactic Adventure Anthology. I'm Kevin. This is Unknown Treasures, episode 41. That's right. 41. I'm the only person in the world that can turn a small book into an adventure that lasts 15 years.
It was teamwork, dude.
But you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
It was teamwork.
For sure.
It's almost an entire year of episodes.
You know, I was thinking about this though. Like we play this game, we definitely play the game for the listeners. Like we play it for you, and we appreciate you guys listening. But like we also play for ourselves. We play for fun. Okay, well. But I was thinking, like, man, I used to buy video games, and when I only made $15 an hour or whatever it was way back when, I would buy a video game and be like, man, I paid $60 for this thing, but I got 90 hours out of it or 120 hours, and I would break it down, like, was it worth playing? And so you guys are getting your money's worth by me extending this game.
You really are.
I mean, and if we weren't recording this podcast, nobody would complain that it was taking this long.
To be fair, like, not every long game is good. I'm not trying to, like... No,
what are you saying, Kelly?
I don't know.
Baseball
Sometimes
games
games
that
are too
15 innings isn't fun?
I don't know. I don't watch sports, man. I don't know anything about it.
You don't want to play like 3-day long cricket games?
Can you play 3 days of
Are they
cricket?
really 3 days long?
Oh, you could play like probably weeks of cricket.
It's theoretically unlimited.
I don't know all the rules fully, but the test, I think they do multiple days.
So cricket is like the real life Quidditch?
Basically, yeah.
It just ends on like one bullshit thing if you just do this one thing the entire game ends.
It's however many
Catch a
overs
snitch.
they bowl or whatever, and it takes eternity.
What is the snitch?
What's that?
Isn't it the snitch? Is that what it's called?
The snitch wouldn't end there. Yeah, except cricket is longer because there is no snitch to actually just end the game quickly.
Okay.
You should invent that rule for sure, so they can just end cricket. British people and everyone in the Commonwealth. Sorry, just please let us know if you actually watch like cricket.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like who? Is it
like a thing for real?
Cricket that common?
I've been watching cricket.
I know it's big in India.
Where do you watch it?
We're just on ESPN.
So it's on a streaming
7.
service that will go nameless, but it does start with my 4. It's Willow. Okay, I shouldn't have said it, but it's Willow.
What?
Shout out to Willow.
That's a network?
Yeah, it's a streaming service.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why is it secretive?
Nice.
I just didn't want to promote them, but I mean, I guess
You don't
now
like
I do.
them?
I just already did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there's no way to go back.
There's no way to go back. You should give me a free membership, free month.
That's right.
Willow, because I just shouted you out. No, I've been watching BBL highlights and stuff from the Australian League.
Where does
What's BBL?
Yeah, there's no cricket in BBL.
Yeah, there's no C. British book cricket league?
No, it's like Big Bash League. It's like it's basically cricket for cool people where the rules make no sense and there's craziness all around and there's like power plays type things. There's like all kinds of cool.
Okay.
It's like a variation of T20.
So this is like the NFL blitz of cricket.
That's what I was thinking.
Got it. It's
Cool,
real
cool.
life. And it's sponsored by KFC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, is it actually? That's hilarious.
KFC.
Yeah. Ooh.
I've got
what's
beef,
that?
man.
It can be good.
but it's not good here.
You got beef with KFC? They don't serve it.
So
they just do chicken, dude.
Here's my deal. So KFC retired the best side in fast food, the KFC potato wedge.
No, that was the only reason I went there.
That's the only reason I went there too. I've not been back since.
Rightfully
so. You should go to Popeyes.
I stand by you.
The fries at Popeyes are very that seasoning ilk.
But it's not a wedge.
It's not a wedge. It's not the wedge. You can't reheat it.
The density is off. The flavor distribution is weird. The texture's different. Like, if I wanted a fry, I'd go someplace different entirely.
Exactly.
I feel like
McDonald's.
I think my favorite choice of fries is like curly fries. Either is it
Arby's?
Arby's curly fries are really
Arby's
good.
Is good.
Yeah.
Zaxby's Seasons fries are close to the top for me.
Is it Jack in the Box also has curly fries?
They do.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Solid. Good stuff.
I like the Carl's Jr. / it's Hardee's.
Hardee's, yeah.
Yep.
Chris Cuts
on the East Coast.
I don't know if there's a Hardee's near me.
Chris Cuts are good. There's like Chick-fil-A has Chris Cuts, I think.
Dude,
Chick-fil-A's got Chris Cuts.
Hardee's had they called it a monster breakfast sandwich.
That's right.
It was
God.
It was ham, sausage, bacon, cheese, 2 things of egg on like the Hardee's biscuit.
We're gonna make everyone so hungry right
now.
I haven't eaten
I'm so
dinner.
sorry.
I'm starving.
How much sodium is
hungry now?
Yeah. There's got to be like 80 grams of sodium.
Easily.
I think the one sandwich was like 3,000 calories. But that was like I would only get it when I would go on a road trip. And that was like my road trip leaving the house breakfast. Because like you eat that and you're not hungry for the rest of the day. Just set.
That's it, man.
Yep.
Amazing.
Man, that was a good sandwich.
Carl's Jr. had the $6 burgers that were pretty good. They would argue,
nothing to complain about.
They're say that it's a $15 burger for $6, but like I really liked.
Is it
Carl's
$6
Jr.
still?
Inflation wise, probably not. I don't $6 burger for $8.
I don't think they call them that anymore, but they still have some of them around.
Yeah, once inflation hits, you can't.
And speaking of trying to survive, let's play Starfinder.
What a segue! that was. You really brought the energy with that one.
I took that personally.
Yeah, you're up and alive though, right? Let's
for
now.
Let's just recap. Okay, so last time the ghostly Lashunta slashed Rolu, then faded through the wall. Rolu then snatched up poor unconscious Chalk and pulled a Thaddeus by backflipping away from the danger. Termay then tossed a grenade and slammed the door shut on the second creature. Didn't do anything though. We'll learn that later.
Moot. Just wasted a level 2 Mark II grenade.
That was moot.
I want to take a moment to appreciate that running away from a fight is now pulling a Thaddeus.
It is.
Wait. Hold on.
So,
we are on episode 42 though.
Back in the other room.
41. We're on 41.
41.
So back in the other room, Chalk was able to stay in the fight and get back up right as the first ghost came back into the room. Okay. And knocked him down again. You figured out that these things are actually incorporeal and this fight wasn't going to be easy. So you teamed up. Termay took out the first one, the man with the long black hair with 3 magic missiles.
Oh, that's right.
And then you all turned your focus on the Lashunta. She then turned on Termay and scored a critical hit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That we haven't resolved.
Right.
Wonder why.
That's where we left off. That is core of this starting. I don't know what to say. Words are blank.
What?
Anyways, question is democracy. Do we use
democracy? What?
Do we use?
This is not a democracy, Kevin.
What does this have to do with?
Yeah,
because
choosing
we're gonna vote.
our representative leaders.
We're gonna decide whether or not we use the critical card for this, or do I just roll double damage? So we usually use the critical cards. I'm voting for the critical cards because they're
for
fun.
flavor. We do for sure.
And who knows? It might keep you alive, Will, if it works the same way that happened to you on your last critical.
I'm sure it will.
So
wait, you gonna call the vote?
Is the decision between double damage or card?
It's double damage and card, or double damage.
All right, I vote card though. I think
that's 3 for card.
I'm going to vote against the card because I want
the card says a critical hit deals double damage to the target unless the entry says it deals normal damage or triple.
Wait, hold on. This is a critical attack against who?
Termaiden.
Me.
So you don't care because you're Thaddeus.
Well, no. But it's like, shut up. How dare you? Like, you don't know that.
Like, I think it should be just Kevin. I don't think this is a democracy. I think that you are just.
Well, I think
Czar,
democracy voted
Kaiser
3-2.
Double damage sounds pretty bad.
So I didn't
feel
vote.
like anything else would be good.
So it's not 3-2. It's 3-1.
3-1-1. Yeah, 3-1-1.
Why don't you vote?
Or 1. Because I'm not gonna. No, I don't believe in voting.
It's
At all.
Okay, come on, Will. It's just a game.
I don't believe in democracy.
Okay,
Oh
so
my
let's
God.
do
All
the
right.
double damage first.
Okay.
9.
Of all times to abstain. Of all times to abstain.
Sorry, I just
I
had
don't
to
believe in democracy.
just to mess with you, Kev.
So 14 damage. Keep that on record. I'll type it up somewhere
my
so we
God.
don't forget. 14.
Should probably open my character sheet and apply this on.
Yeah.
So I think I'm down.
Hold on. Let's wait. Maybe the critical card will be like, none of that goes through, but then...
But you...
Who knows? Let's see.
What kind of attack is it? So I know.
Shoot, it's against EAC, so it's an energy
Is it a spell?
attack, right?
Is it
it's a melee attack, but it's incorporeal. So does that change things?
Is it a energy, kinetic, or spell?
It is a melee attack that targets EAC. I don't know what else.
So
you need
is
from
it?
me.
So it's an energy attack.
Yes, I guess so. Yes.
What? Okay, but what kind of damage? That's what I'm saying. What is the damage?
Slashing.
Slashing. Okay, so it's kinetic. Okay. All right. Ready? Here we go.
All right.
3.
Instead of that, I want the 41st card from the top.
Count the 41st.
Dude,
Do it.
we're going to be here for the next minute and a half. Counting cards.
John used to be a dealer in Vegas, so he's just
It's
like,
like,
oh, no
I
worries.
got that already cut.
we need to hear this story.
Yeah.
But all right, yeah, do 41 cards.
I'm just kidding. I'm making stuff up.
I could see that.
I think I didn't think
I could see that happening.
I don't
though.
think
That'd
he
be awesome.
graduated because he couldn't pass a background check on for the Nevada Gaming Commission.
I'm going to laugh really hard if there's only 40 cards. Yahtzee.
This is the card.
Oh, what's it say?
It says
There's a 41st card.
kinetic damage. Run away. That's the title of it.
Are you serious?
Bonus effect. The attack has the automatic weapon special property. I don't get how this combines with run away. But the attack has the automatic weapon special property. Core rulebook 180.
Okay.
Let's go to core rulebook 180.
So automatic. It's basically you do a full attack, and it
Forces the creature to run away. Okay.
I truly don't know how run away and the description match.
Is it probably like it's automatic? Like I don't have any control over it. Maybe
It looks like automatic is a like ranged weapon attribute.
Yeah, so I think it just doesn't apply.
Doesn't do anything.
because yours is a melee.
Right.
Them's the cards.
What does it say? The card.
Automatic. It's a
read automatic. Yeah.
So for that crit, I guess it would attack in a cone with half the range instead of attacking a single character. Burn
That
the
makes sense. Thank you for that.
Weapons remaining
Wall
ammunition
behind you because he's just targeting.
Yep.
Okay, that makes. I could see that. So like, the crit is that the slash is then expanded to a cone and targeting more people. So it doesn't apply anyways because there's nobody behind. Tremaine.
Sort
He's
of
up against
pinned
the wall.
the cards.
The wall.
So give us the result. What does 14 damage do to you?
That puts me down.
Tremaine?
down.
Yikes.
Puts you down.
Kev,
Ooh.
Will
you
is
know we're still on the
down.
landing page, right?
Tremaine.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm bad at GMing.
That's not true.
You're fine at GMing. You just suck at roll 20.
Yeah, the maps are like not good. That's all.
It's the multitasking thing. I just can't do more than one thing at a time. I think you guys are on the map now. And what's going on? What's the situation?
Can't
I am,
Tremaine's down.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Tremaine's
Pinned
down.
against
Tremaine.
the wall
Shaq is
next
still
to
down,
a
I
stack
think.
of fallen desks and such. Stacked.
We'll put a little marker next to Tremaine showing that he's down.
Gods,
Yeah.
roll
You wanna-
I can just do that.
Is there skull and crossbones? Look at that. Bam. That means dead. And it's now Rolu's turn.
Rolu, he's down.
I know. I saw. We need to take
Thank you for the obvious.
this.
He just Rolu. You don't know
I'm
that.
taller than
gotta
you
say.
are, Thaddeus. I saw
Wait. Wait, really?
That's enough. Rolu's going to take a 5-foot step past the desk and almost just brush everything off the desk as two of his other hands come up, and you see the heat start to collect around his hands, and he is strategically placing himself so that way the 15-foot cone from overheat ends at this friggin' Lashunta, and he says, "May you find peace in hell. And then shoots overheat at this Driftdead mother. What's up, Kelly?
Oh, no, I was just commenting that Rolu, that is the best line Rolu has ever said to me. I love that. That was really
I just lost my roll 20. How did that happen?
Thanks, Thaddeus.
Wow, Rolu, I have to say, for once in your life, you were a bad.
You'll get there one day, Thaddeus.
You just in the reflection of Thaddeus' eyes, you just see this pillar of flame engulf this mother.
And for a few seconds, Thaddeus is like, I like that.
He's like,
all right. Kev, you need to make a reflex saving throw whenever you get roll 20 back up online.
So good. That had nothing to do with that was my browser, strictly my browser.
Okay,
so
well, stop using Opera
reflex.
and get on to
Right?
Kevin hasn't.
Kevin
is
uses
notorious for not
AOL,
upgrading or doing anything.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's still got
Internet
Netscape,
Explorer.
just like
Netscape.
chilling.
Yeah, there you
Those
go.
three.
Oh, that's good.
Kevin's like, have you heard of DSL? Oh my god, man.
DS.
I have a 9
That's a fail.
for reflex.
That's a
Oh,
fail.
yeah.
Yeah. 2 6s.
Okay.
12 points of fire
Yes.
damage.
Nice.
So that's halved because it's
Right.
incorporeal.
Well, you don't
Yes.
have to tell us that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just reminding you.
You didn't have to rain on my literal fire parade.
Yeah.
So it is still up after that.
Dude, for real
Still
though.
up. Still there.
Is it looking okay?
Just hovering over Termay's unconscious body. Termay, your turn. What are you doing?
I'm going to spend an RP to stabilize,
Okay.
I guess. Unless,
That's-
John, you had your hand raised. Not that I can metagame, but...
My turn's already passed. I was going to do some information on this Lashunta Driftdead after seeing that it was still up after my
Too
attack.
bad. Time's passed. You said so.
That's what I'm saying.
Hand off the chess piece. Termay, you're staying alive.
Yep.
Is that your whole turn? I don't know if you get to do 2.
I think so, right? Am I allowed to do anything else?
I believe so too. Vinny should know by now. Vinny?
I don't have my core rule book in
nope.
front of me. Sorry.
Nope. You basically have to do that by the end of your turn, or you lose a resolve point. So,
All right. So that is his whole turn. Thaddeus, you're up. What are you doing?
So I'm just gonna stay in this. I think I'm just gonna. I'm meditating is what I'm doing in my. Do I do anything mechanically in Roll20?
nope.
No.
No? You take the X off of you if you want.
Thaddeus shoots and misses. Sorry. I'm just saying.
What did you roll?
Yeah, wait. What did you shoot? Because you had your Dashko out. So
He
you
switched. I'm sorry. Thaddeus switches to his Formium Venom caster, pulls it out, shoots, rolls a 2, but with his 5 modifier, it's a 7. And
Either way, even if
It's
you
not gonna
scored
hit,
a
dude.
natural 20, your dart would shoot clean through this thing because it's incorporeal and kinetic attacks do not do anything.
right, I
Just
forgot
remind
that. That's right.
But your
Okay,
Dashko is
cool.
energy weapon. That's too bad. Your turn's up. Are you going to move?
Yeah.
Are you going to move anywhere?
No.
You're going to stand there. Okay. Chuck, you're up. What are you doing?
Chalk with, because this is all happening at the same time, right?
Yeah.
You see Chalk
Yeah.
like shudder,
Yeah.
and you can see like the veins in his leaves sort of stick. Sort of like how humans get goose pimples. He got whatever the Raxlite version of goose pimples from Rolu's line. And so he's like, yeah, rest in hell. And fires his Thasfall Blaster twice.
Oh, the only weapon that
Yeah.
can do damage without any penalties. Amazing.
I can't believe you bought that thing in the first place, but yeah. All right.
That's a 4
Wow,
and a 10.
Oh, and neither one hits.
Yeah, no. no
Ouch.
Kicks and giggles does a 14 hit.
It's targeting kinetic energy, right?
No, EAC.
Yeah, see.
It would hit EAC.
Okay. Cool. That's annoying.
That's cool. Yeah.
Why? What? But why?
If-
Why did I just tell you
If
that?
I had only attacked one, because I asked for it and you didn't think about
Oh, yeah, yeah.
it.
Because
Yeah.
I asked.
Full action versus. Yeah.
Yeah, if I had attacked once.
Yeah, there's an
Cool.
interesting thing about that.
Cool.
That's how it be.
So with that, I think she didn't even notice the shots coming from either side. The dart went one way, the Thaster bolts went the other way, and she did notice Rolu blow fire. And so she's going to move back. Actually, no. She's going to just turn towards you. And
Yes.
shards of purple and pink tear away chunks of planar material as she pulls apart the molecular bonds of the matter around your body, ripping you apart.
Oh, what? Start. I don't feel so good.
Okay.
And that is 21 to hit.
Say
Yeah.
no. Say no.
All right. All right. Cool. This might be, yeah.
Is that a hit? I'm assuming?
I said yeah.
Oh, I rolled the wrong. I rolled.
You know it hits, Kev. Oh.
Hurt yourself, Kev.
It's only 3 points of damage.
Yes.
Hey,
Dodged.
guess how many hit points I have left?
Dodged a bullet.
Please, more
3.
than 3. Dude,
Oh,
no.
You're down?
No, I have 3 left after your attack.
Oh my God, John. Dude, phrasing. Holy shit.
So she does that. Her hand kind of whips up, and she like just pulls basically like drift material from you, and then she's gonna just phase through the wall.
What? God.
What the?
All right, so
It's now Roller's turn.
This is the most terrifying game of whack-a-mole.
This is so frustrating too because all you can do with incorporeal creatures is just it. It is a straight. Can I like how much damage can I do?
Right.
Because it's gonna be halved, or it like you gotta hope that it's gonna go through. There's no like special maneuver that you can do. Frustrating.
indeed.
All right, Rolu is going to ready an action. That as soon as this moves in, he is going to take 2 shots at this creature with his serpent lizard.
Okay. All right. Terme, you're
Yeah, I'm going to spend another RP and stay in the fight.
okay.
And I think
And that's your
my
full turn, right?
Yeah, because
Is
last
that
one I
standard action?
stabilized, and then this one I have 1 hit point.
Yeah, so you're prone on the ground.
Yeah,
You
and I'm
wake
just
up.
as I come to just whoa. We gotta get out of here, guys. I don't know about this.
It's almost dead. Jermaine, just hang in there. Just stay in the fight.
And can I move? No.
No,
Or is
'cause
that my whole turn?
I think you spend it at the end of your turn.
Okay. Yeah. Then that's it. That's all I do.
That's it.
All right. And I don't know. Is that a standard action
To do what?
To stabilize.
to stay in the fight? So like, could you stabilize and then move? Is my
You stay
question.
in the fight if you were able and have enough resolve points, or if you were knocked unconscious from non-lethal damage, you can spend 1 RP at the beginning of your turn to regain 1 HP. You are no longer dying, immediately become conscious, and can take the rest of your normal turn as normal. Oh,
Awesome.
good thing I read that.
Yep.
So I'm just going to
There
move
we
into
go.
the center of the room.
Oh,
Cause,
so you could get your full turn back then.
Yeah.
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 And I'm going to ready
Okay.
an action to fire the... is the Frostbite 0 class, is that going to go through?
It's an energy weapon, so it'll hit.
I hate to say it, I don't think you can ready an action because I think you have a move action to stand up and then you have a move action to move.
Correct.
So your move action is
Fair.
Yep.
you can't. Oh, okay. He could
I
stand up
used
and ready an
to-
action, or he could stand up and move.
Correct.
Is what you're
Right.
saying.
Yeah. I'm just going to move to the center of the room because I don't want to be,
Targeted again.
Targeted
Yeah, okay, that's
again.
fair.
Terme, you need. Yeah, I imagine Rolo was like,
I think the way to
Seeing that
fight
you're
this
up.
thing is to stick together.
I agree.
let's take this thing down.
Thaddeus, what's your turn?
Thaddeus is going to try to maybe locate it. Could he use perception to try to figure that out? Where it vanished to?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it's a really high perception check, so I'll give you a try.
It's a 17, though.
So you calm yourself and you listen, and all you can hear is Treme grunting and groaning as he crawls his way to the center of the room.
I stood up.
I agree with Terme. Stick together
If
and
I-
wait
wait,
for him
wait,
to
wait.
come to us.
Could I
Just say no. You don't hear
Question.
anything. I don't. You didn't crawl. You're right. I'm sorry.
could I have stayed prone, crawled, and been able to ready an action?
Yeah.
Because I only moved
Yes.
like 15 feet. So
Well, if you move prone, you only move 5 feet for a full move action.
okay.
I argued this is stupid because I got prone myself and crawled at least 20 feet within 2 seconds. And then somebody was like, I think it was Adam from STF was like, well, you're not wearing a bunch of gear, but I'm just saying.
Yo, I could crawl
Prone rules-
faster than that with a bunch
Yeah.
of gear at 80-pound ruck.
But
Come at me.
By the rules, you could have only gone 5 feet. So, all right. Thaddeus, what are you doing? You didn't perceive anything.
Thaddeus
You didn't
said,
receive anything useful, is what I'll say.
yeah, Thaddeus said, like, I agree with Tremaine. Stick together and wait for him to come to us. This thing is insatiable. He'll come. Or she'll come. Whatever she is. It is. They are. And then he's gonna, like,
It's drawn to
move-
something, but it's definitely not that stupid statue.
Move past Tremaine. Yeah, agreed. And gonna, like, be here so that we kind of, like, form, like, a bit of a circle, basically. But for real, we're really close to the wire with our own health.
I love you guys are all back to back.
That's the way to be.
Okay,
like-
so you're just moving, or you're gonna?
Tactics, man.
We're all back to back.
You're just moving.
I'm moving and I'm switching to my Ember Flame Dashka.
Okay, but that's a part of your move action because you have a BAB now.
Two move actions I take for my full turn, and then I'm telling Rolu, use your weird magic wizardry to figure out where he is.
But just question, like, what are your 2 actions? Your movement,
Move and switch weapon.
your switch weapon is a part of your move action because you can
2 move actions.
pull-
Yeah, you have a standard action.
Oh, I guess you have to sheath one is 1 action, and then moving.
If I move twice, that's my entire turn.
So what we're saying
if you
is,
have a BAB,
yeah, if you have a base attack bonus, drawing a weapon doesn't cost you a move action.
but you had to put your other weapon away, so that would
Yes,
be sheathing.
that's
So you would
what I
sheath
mean.
one
Yeah.
and then pull the other one while you're moving. So yes, you're right. Okay, so Chalk, what are you doing? You're gonna finish the circle because right now we have the.
Yeah, I'm going to finish the circle.
All right,
Shaq
we
really
literally have-
loudly racks he thinks he's racking his Asphalt Blaster, but there's not actually a rack. It's just him moving his hand back and forth and going.
So it's just it's like an Avengers film. It's just like the camera's just like slowly turning around us as we're all like looking side to
Yeah.
side, waiting for it to
Right.
come.
I think we're more
And he
Guardians
turns-
than Avengers.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's true. You're like the raccoon for sure.
Yeah.
I am Rolu. Okay, so you guys are literally like
you
dead
paid
center
Rolu
of the
Group.
room.
Yeah.
And there, if you put a 5-foot square dead center of the room, you guys are on the 1 square up, 1 square over, 1 square down, and 1 square left.
Dude.
Of those,
If this thing phases through
Eh.
the center square and we all shoot each other,
Okay.
just comes up through the
I'm gonna
floor.
lose my crap.
Wow,
It'll
it
be
is-
flanked though. That'd be stupid.
It is the drift dead's turn, and they shoot through the room.
What?
What?
So they
They
you
went
see them
through
just
the room.
they come through one wall, and you see them pass through the other wall,
Okay.
and then
Do I get because I readied an action to shoot?
Yeah, I feel
I get. Oh, dang! You do. I didn't. Do, okay, so
Wow,
Yeah.
so we all do.
Who readied actions?
Rolu.
I did.
Chuck.
Rolu, yeah, Tremaine and
I couldn't
That is the
remember.
map. Right.
That's right.
So, Rolu first. Go ahead.
All right, it was a full attack, so it's 2.
The question though, is he going to attack it where it stands now? Because that would give it cover. But if it's going through the room, I would argue,
I'd say there's no cover because those
Yeah.
things on the ground are down. Also, this creature is flying at this point.
Understood. That's creepy as hell.
So just
Great. Yeah. All right, that's an 18 against EAC
Nice.
for the first one, for the first attack.
That's a hit.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Go ahead, roll your damage.
7 points of 10 points of fire damage for the first attack.
Okay, roll your second attack.
Oh yeah, it's
And that's 17 EAC.
my God. Yes, it hits again. Yes.
Nice.
17 against EAC. I feel like Rolu is just getting more and more pissed. Like the
Rolu's
same
dialed.
feeling that he felt when he kicked over Bombgozzle. He's seen Chak go down. He's seen Terme go down. He has almost gone down. He is like, yo,
This ends now. See you in hell.
that's 9 points of fire damage. So 19 total.
Okay, I did forget you do have soft cover because of Treme being right
okay.
in front of you.
That's my argument though. Is
That
he
was
does
what
not
you were
have
asking?
soft cover because this incorporeal creature passed through the room. So at any point he could have fired his action without.
But he readied
cover.
the action.
However, he didn't. How could he possibly see this creature through me at this time?
Because you don't take up the entire 5-foot square, so he would have seen.
At
However,
what height
it does
is it flying? That's
it
all I'm
does
gonna
hit.
ask.
It
Okay.
hits.
Cool.
And so Treme is standing in your way, But you have that gun ready, and you're just, as soon as you hear that weird noise come across the room, you pull that gun up.
What's the noise?
Pull the trigger. That's the noise of it phasing through the wall. And then you pull that trigger. And that first one hits, and the second one, it just obliterates it. Again, like a gust of wind, like dust on the wind, blows it against the wall and just poof into nothingness. And that thing is gone.
Oh,
Right.
goodness.
Nicely done.
Ghostbusters.
You know, I was thinking he kind of looks like William Dafoe, while the other one looked like Whoopi Goldberg. But
Yeah.
William Dafoe as Ryuk from like
It was a little Dafoe.
I don't know if I agree with either one of those, but okay.
I'm trying to like
I love that.
paint
It
the
was so
picture
like
for us.
cinematic. You're just like all of you back to back, and then like ready, and then that thing comes through, and Rolu just lifts his gun and shoots right as it's flying across the room.
We were literally all facing almost different sides of the room. It was great.
And I
great.
was really hoping, I forgot you had it ready to action. I was just trying to freak you out and be like, oh, fly through the wall.
It
Fly through
was
the wall.
freaky, dude.
Yeah. Where is it going to come out next? Cool. Well, you're out of combat. What are you doing now?
Loot the body?
Yeah, for real. That's the only reason we're really here at this point.
You're gonna play the
otherwise we
loot?
should just leave.
All right. So you guys are going to just check the whole room.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So you thoroughly examine the reading room, and then you go back into those to the two small rooms, and you kind of dig through the cubbies and everything, and you check those decaying bodies. And on the body of the Lashunta, you find a small plastic carrying case, about 2 inches on each side, that survived over the centuries.
Plastics, man.
Though this wallet-like plastic item crumbles just a little bit, its contents remain fairly intact, and you were able to pull out a cred stick, an ancient cred stick. Like, you're not even sure if you know how to use this thing, but that thing has 2,000 credits on it.
It's cool.
And you also pull out a security badge
Good.
that reads Dr. Novu Swinney,
Oh!
Science Officer.
Whoa.
Guys!
And there's if you turn it over, it's like a CAC card. Or a credit card that has a chip. It has a little microchip on it.
Oh boy, look.
Go ahead, give me.
What did you find?
Well, good news and bad news.
Bad news first.
I think we found Dr. Swinney.
Oh, the one who was asking Dr. Variate to adhere to protocols for file management.
Yep. Great computer hygiene.
Really good.
Is that the good news or the bad news?
Yeah. Which one was that, Jack?
It was kind of both. The good news is we found her. The bad news is this is her.
Is that a security badge? Or what's?
I don't know.
So on the
Perhaps it
second
might give
corpse,
us access to something deep inside this craft.
Always the wisdom.
on the second corpse, you find another security badge. This one reads Bovero Quim, Research Technician 2. Somebody give me an engineering or computers check.
Orla will do an engineering.
I can do computers if... I mean, it doesn't matter.
I got computers, 18.
24 for engineering.
Right. So you guys kind of collectively know this microchip is in fact some kind of electronic key. You also recognize that it possibly has some kind of RFI or some kind of indication, like a friend or foe indication for the security systems.
Oh,
Like,
Pretty much everybody in the lab here. So this is a lab, and everybody in the lab wore one of these security badges, and that prevented the security systems from
attacking
Yeah,
Sure.
that person.
Oh, so this will be good.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
yeah.
cool.
Everyone stay close together then.
I think.
Find us keepers, Jack.
Should we hole up here to rest?
Seems like as good a place as any. I'm a bit beat,
Indeed.
Absolutely.
metaphorically and physically.
All right, then let's take a long rest.
This is a strange place.
I just felt like it had to be said. Thanks, you all.
Thanks, Yul.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Long rest. We'll take turns watching, I guess. Yeah.
Is that cool with you, Kev?
I mean, you do what you're going to do, and I'll adjust accordingly.
Let's do it. Don't.
Yeah, we need to do it.
Yeah.
In no way is it.
Cool.
Okay, so who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch.
Jack will take 2.
Rolo will take last.
All right,
Tremaine's
so
gonna take third, obviously.
you guys are just staying in this room. Nobody else is doing anything. You guys are just relaxing, resting, and trying to charge back up.
Yeah. I'm locked.
Probably still be in the same position, just back to back, like trying to cover all of our options.
Yeah.
Stay
I
close.
think
So during Terme's turn,
Wait.
watching.
Sorry. Just since I have the first turn, I just want to add. I'm rebuilding my breakaway ages during this time. That's all.
okay,
Nice.
all right, that's fair.
I think as Rolo is falling asleep, then in his mind he just hears this, and he startles awake. Probably sorry. He wakes whoever he's leaning with or near up, and that happens once or twice, and then he finally is able to settle into.
What were you saying, Kev, during my turn?
Oh, I was gonna let. What is it? Are you? You hears a pew, and then he falls asleep.
Yeah, but that's what he hears, and he looks around, and everyone else is sleeping, so he just falls asleep.
Curious.
Yeah. That's probably something sus,
Yeah.
But whatever.
Jack is haunted by visions of the Lashunta turning from beauty to whatever I call this Driftdead to terrifying, and is like startled awake by the vision of her slashing him to pieces.
So you're sleeping, like all of you are asleep during Terme's turn, and Terme is awake. But like you said, you're startled awake by the visions of this thing, this Lashunta ghost creature. And as you wake up, you see her walk out of the room.
What, the ghost
Only
or the
she's not
figure?
she's not the violent creature you were fighting. She's back in her full Lashunta form, but she's definitely transparent. And she actually walks slowly across the room. She's glancing kind of at the tables, left and right. And every once in a while, you see her kind of reach down and tap or point at something. You're not quite sure what she's doing. And she passes right through Terme, as if he's not even there.
And I'm just silent through all this. What am I? So, like,
Are we all awake?
What are you doing? So only people awake right now are Chalk, slightly awake because he was startled awake, and then Terme is standing on guard.
Yeah.
So Terme, what are you doing? As she passes
So
through
is she like armed? Is she, and she's not like being menacing or anything like that.
Not menacing at all. She's just a Lashunta in a lab coat, and her lab coat's no longer torn. It's back to being.
And Chalk's awake.
Chalk sees it, but he's dazed. Right, he's like in a partial awake.
Chalk, are you seeing this? Are you? Oh my gosh!
Maybe.
What is this?
Am I dreaming? What?
You there, spirit?
And she gets to that door. She pauses for a second, and then she steps through.
Does she open the door?
Through the door. The door is shut. I'm assuming you guys shut it.
Yeah.
When you
So she like, did she pause and look back when I talked to her? Or?
perception check.
19.
She paused, and you notice that she kind of wiggles her badge a little bit. And then the door, like as if she's waiting for the doors to open. And then she passes through them, and she's gone.
Should we follow her?
Perhaps.
I mean, it didn't end very well last time, but
I think it might be useful, but I don't want to wake everyone unnecessarily. I feel like rest is important.
Yes.
Should we go? I don't know. Will you come with?
I'm torn here, and this is where like the rubber meets the road for role playing, because mechanically, Chak needs to rest, but Chak as an individual would absolutely chase this ghost.
Well, I think sounds like you're going to leave it up to a wisdom check.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Here we go.
I think we should chase her.
So Termay's gonna run to the end of the hallway and wave that badge.
Yep.
Just as she did.
Jack is going to climb up on his shoulder, and they'll just ride together.
Let's go.
As you go to wave the badge, nothing happens. And you realize that's because you had to mechanically open this door. Like it no longer operates automatically because you guys had to force your way in. You had to force it shut. So you wave the badge and nothing happens, and you reach your hands through, slide it open, and you step through, and you look both ways. You don't see anything.
Is there any indicator of which direction she went?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go to the end of this hallway towards the large green door. Do I hear anything? See anything? Anything like that?
So you left the reading room, and you're back in that center corridor where there's two doors.
Yeah.
And then north of you is the big double doors where you saw the dark cloud recede.
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
17.
Chalk?
Oh. 18.
Okay. So there's no indication of the Lashenta, but you do hear a thrumming. Thum, 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 thum.
Given that it is a low frequency noise and not a high frequency noise, I would have a better indication of what direction it is coming from, correct?
Yeah, okay. John, is that true?
I actually think high frequency noise is more directional than low frequency.
No.
I don't know either way, but yes, you know that's coming.
It's harder to localize low frequency noise. But it
And
depends
you
on
actually-
how low we're talking.
It depends on how low, but high frequency is also very hard.
It's also low, like you hear it, but you also feel it through the floor,
Okay.
and you recognize that it's coming through those double doors. Like,
Yeah. Our localization is not the easiest, but if it's just laterally around us, in front of you, and 180, maybe 270 a little bit,
I would point to a study where they did experiments
fine.
on backup chirps of on vehicles, and they determined that lower frequency. Anyway.
That sounds like a great argument for later.
Yeah, that sounds great. I would need to know all about
let's
the
take this
attenuation
offline. Yeah.
of the high frequency noise, which happens a lot quicker than low frequency. Anyway. Nerds.
yeah, what are you guys doing? What's the
7
plan
to study.
here?
Let's keep going.
I think we lost her. Let's go to sleep.
Okay.
And Chalk kind of curls up and falls asleep on your shoulder. Like he just says it, and then like topples over.
Termay's going to return back.
Daddy just has this dream where he's sort of feel like me and Shaq are doing something stupid. just kind of mumbles in his sleep.
You wake up in a panic, and you realize they're no longer in the room, but like Thaddeus being Thaddeus just curls up in a ball tighter. All right. You guys going back to the room?
Yeah.
So you head back into the room. You finish up your watch. Rolu, you take over. The rest of them are sleeping.
I think one of Rolu's hands slips into one of the hidden compartments, and he just reminds himself of what's in there.
Remind us what's in there.
And then two of his other hands just start reviewing the stars that he's been drawing. And every once in a while, there's a pause, slight correction, notation, footnote. Just thinking. And that's the majority of his time. There is a moment where he looks over at Chalk, and he just wants to see how well Chalk is sleeping.
He's curled up with Termay, as if like Termay like very carefully sat down in like a meditation form, and Chalk is just on his shoulders still, sound asleep.
Yeah, he's worried about Chalk a little bit. He both recognizes that Chalk is incredibly capable, but also he wants to. Chalk will frequently put themselves in a position that could be dangerous, and maybe he's wondering a little bit about how well Chalk is able to endure the shock of what happened.
All right, so your watch kind of ends. You see everybody's well enough rested. You wake them up. What are you guys doing? What's next? What's your plan?
Good morning.
I think Rolu, seeing Shock, says, Shocker, that was quite an experience that you had with these Driftdead. I have had some limited experience with the undead.
Guys, I have some... Chalk and I, we saw the woman.
We saw another ghost!
Oh, she was passing through this room, but she was no threat, it seemed. But she headed out into the hallway.
And then we lost her.
Did you follow her?
Of course we followed her. Who do you think we are?
Yeah, I know.
That was foolish.
It was dumb, but I expected as much.
It was foolish.
But she lost you, right?
Yes, and I think... Well, I heard... I'd only describe it as a localization of some low-frequency noise
like
stimuli.
Ah, yes, low
Reminiscent
frequency.
of a 1970s Thurlow and Muringer study.
Yeah, it's harder to localize, right?
That was quite easy, actually. I had better acuity, but... Beside the point, it was those two double doors at the end of the north side of the hallway.
That's where we're ultimately headed anyway.
Yes.
Shall we go and hit everything up along the way?
Let's go so we can get off this ship.
Let's hope we don't
Sure,
run
can
into
I-
any more zombies.
Sorry, any more what?
Zombies, it's like, like slang for zombies.
I've never heard that slang before.
Look, I don't expect you to know things like this. It's fine, Roland.
Like walkers or...
Yeah.
Those, like,
The undead. That's fine.
Pick your
the
word.
undead, but incorporeal.
I don't really care what you call them. I don't ever want to see one again.
Shock, can I...
I have a sneaky suspicion we're probably going to see more.
We might. Shock, can I just talk to you for a moment, Shock?
What's up?
Rolu
steps
for
to him.
sure is gonna, watch them.
Sorry, Rolu is going to watch myself.
Sorry, Thaddeus. Thaddeus and Rolu always get each other confused, ironically. Thaddeus is gonna watch.
Right, I know. Shock, are you okay?
No.
Then let me rephrase. Sorry, I'm not often the most gifted with language. How are you holding up?
About as well as any Raxolite. We just faced some, drift demons
It
that
was terrifying.
almost killed all of us. And now we're trapped on a spaceship with God knows how many more. I'm ready to get off this rock.
I agree with you. I have to say, I have to admire your optimism. I think you need to focus on a fortunate and successful future. It's something I learned a great many years ago.
Oh my god.
That the more that you manifest
Oh my god.
what will happen, then it will happen.
Sure, Cobb. Let's get going, yeah?
All right, good talk. Good talk.
What were you guys talking about over there?
Believe me, you don't want to know.
I just, I'm sorry. Did you overhear us? That is?
Oh yeah, no,
did-
not at
did-
all, Roland.
You sure? I was just sharing a bit of wisdom that I was fortunate to be a part
Yes,
of some years
wisdom.
ago, which just tells you that when you picture the positive outcome,
Roland,
whatever it is
Roland.
that you desire,
Roland.
that
I
is
had a
more
long, I
likely
had
to
a nice
manifest.
long
I'm
night.
sorry.
Roland,
Yes.
look, I had a nice long night of sleep, but I'm still too tired for this bull. So can we please just move on? I don't want to hear it.
Jack rolls his eyes, obviously, at the bickering and walks toward the door.
Perhaps I shall envision. Well,
Keep it together, guys. Save your sage wisdom for another day. Let's just stay in the moment and get out of this situation alive.
Thaddeus left that room along with Shaq as Rolly's voice trailed away into the background.
Roland
so
didn't
Jack-
finish what he was saying.
Thaddeus, you guys are headed out of that room and now you're heading north towards those double doors.
Yeah, it was those
Is that where
doors up
you're-
ahead, guys. That, I heard that thrumming. I don't
Guys,
know how else to describe it.
we don't...
Rolly, can you imagine and manifest what's on the other side of this door?
You seem well rested enough, Thaddeus. Why don't you go ahead and take the lead here?
We don't know what's on the other side. We may want to activate our environmental protections just to be safe.
That's a good role-playing chip.
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
All right.
We don't know what we're going to face in there, but...
Thaddeus activates it. And he will open the door this time.
Oh, thank you.
So the door opens up, and you're struck by... No, I'm kidding. So the doors open up, and you see there's a small room, and the decor of this room is starkly different from the rest of Stellar Flare's interior. The walls and the ceiling were once white, though now they're covered and stained with grime. A hardened substance that might once have been rubber carpets are on the floor. A set of glass-fronted plastic lockers along the western wall contain shapeless coveralls hanging from hooks. There is a small slot in the wall right next to the door to the north. Door to the north!
Is this like a clean room?
Sorry. Every time I hear the north, I think
random, but
about-
good.
Is this like a bunny suit room?
Good call. Yes, you're right. It is like it was some kind of clean room of ancient times.
Boom!
300
Yeah, good job.
years
Good call.
ago.
Didn't even need the percept.
Wait, so it's just this
So-
little room. There's nothing else beyond it. Right?
Well, it means that there's something beyond some sort of facility, perhaps factory, or perhaps the drive system for this sensitive equipment. I don't know, but
I'm going to bet that's
it seems like
the research
Seems
facility
like-
that all these scientists are working in.
Let's explore the room.
exactly.
On our way, though, let's check this area real quick. Yeah.
We should maybe grab a suit or two
Yeah.
if they fit.
Something I forgot to note is as those doors slid open, that thum 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 noise kind of escalated just a little bit. It's as if those doors were blocking it.
Interesting.
Oh, so it's in
The
here.
noise from
Alright.
the room beyond.
That you heard, the one that you heard earlier when you guys went out into the halls. Okay, so the doors are open. You guys,
Stepped in.
everybody stepped inside except I lost Thaddeus. Are you guys?
Thaddeus
Thaddeus
is
and Jermaine
in
are standing on top of each other.
Rolly's not here.
Rolu is still standing outside the other door.
Yeah, that was me taking notes. That's
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Notes are good.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you.
good.
I tend to be the only one. I don't know what happens. It's weird.
It's all right,
All right,
here.
so you guys step forward. You do notice that the door in the front is locked. The door to the north, and you are able to read in common. It says laboratory on the little plaque. What do you guys want to do?
Is there anything in this room that we should check out? Perception rolling now. Is there something?
Do you want to roll a perception?
Yes.
Okay,
24.
nice. You notice at the bottom of one of those lockers. They're glass front lockers, and they have the suits are hanging up. But at the bottom, there's almost like a cubby, and in that cubby, there's an advanced med kit.
Ooh.
Grab.
That's key.
And again, you also make note that there is a slot in the wall on the north side.
What's the slot for?
Slot in the wall.
I think it's for dirty suits.
Hey, Shaq,
Does
can you
anybody-
crawl in that?
Do you want to do an engineering check on it?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, is it wide enough for Chuck to crawl through?
All assist.
He's tiny.
Chuck, just hold on 1 second. Let me just take a closer
That's
look.
fine. I'm
It's
just
a 15.
looking.
I would say the slot is definitely not big enough for Chuck to go through unless you use like
I gotta.
cheat code sage abilities where you're able to turn into a cloud and
Yeah.
Got it.
Did you aim?
Never gonna let that down.
Nope. You'll find that cheat code
What is
in the
it?
other
What is
cargo
it?
bay.
Describe what a sage drone looks like based on the core rule book. That's all I'm saying.
I believe
Will,
it said it's a tiny
you
creature,
aim?
not a.
Yeah. Well, I rolled a natural 20, so yeah, I aided, but I don't know.
All right, it's a 17. Kev, to determine its use.
All right. You don't recognize the purpose of the slot,
Okay.
but you do realize that it is small. That it's slender and long, and I think one of you is carrying that security badge. And you realize
okay.
Got it.
Mag
Got it.
strip.
Yeah.
Right. This ship is over 300 years old. They just didn't have the technology that you guys are used to. That doors open automatically for you. You actually have to swipe your card or insert it into a hole.
Archaic. They don't have tap to pay.
Right. You recognize that this is a card reader. So,
Roll, you want to say something?
yes.
I just wanted to check, is everyone up on their hit points? I realize I am a bit low in that department, but I do have 2
I could use some.
serums of healings.
I'm all right for now.
Yeah, I'm just going to hit myself with one of mine. I have a...
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, I could use one.
You don't have one, John?
Nope.
I'll give you one of these if you don't. All right. So I am now out of serums of healing. Just noting.
That sucks, man.
I got one.
Cool.
Thank you, Thaddeus, for that opinion.
Stabs himself with it.
Do you want to roll it?
Sure.
Because I imagine he hands it to you.
It's what, 2d4 plus 2?
No, it's 1d8.
Thaddeus, pulls out a serum and then just, looks Rolu dead in the eyes and gives it to him.
Sorry, so you're giving me one of yours.
Yeah. Yeah, take it, Rolu.
Rulu's quiet. You can see the suspicion. And then he puts it away.
Thaddeus dipped the healing serum needle.
Yeah, I know.
Or he swapped it with one of his Venom caster. Anyways. Cool. So you guys are all healed up, you think?
Mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
What are you going to do now?
Can I don one of these clean suits?
I'll say that you probably know that the clean suit won't do anything more than your environmental protections, which you said you all put on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
So you pull it out of the locker and you realize
Take a
it's
look
just it's definitely like a clean room.
That stuff's not going to do anything.
Right.
If you've ever worn one.
I've worn quite a few.
All right. Are we ready?
Here we go.
I think so. Open sesame.
And Terme takes the key card that he's got from earlier.
Oh.
Swipes it.
He swipes it. And as that door starts to open,
Oh, God.
Vari 13, Kesh, and Merc, along with the goblins and some Akeshtis, are excitingly waiting outside the stellar flare. Merc and Kesh are connected to a panel near the front door, and they're working on some kind of electronic device. A couple of the goblins are helping. Device. Sorry, I went into my Merc voice for a second. A couple of goblins are quote-unquote helping. But Vari 13 is pacing nervously and excitedly back and forth. They decide that they're going to send a message off to Riddle and about the progress that you guys have made. But while focused on that comm device, they start to kind of stray a little bit further from the others. And when they get to the edge of the wreckage, they look up and they find a mob of true warriors. Tez Tronin is right in front. Oh, hello there. Vari 13 turns and runs but trips, and as she falls, her head strikes a rock.
No. Kevin.
And when Vari gets back up, they find themselves scrambling to one of the last 2 escape pods. They bury the box under the seat and then step out and hit the eject button. The green light over the door starts to turn a flash of yellow. Vari turns and runs for the last escape pod. As they step inside, they feel a small but strong hand wrap around their arm. Give it to me. Vari hears that in their head, but they don't look back. They struggle to climb further into the escape pod against the pulls of that creature. Vari manages to kick the initiate button as they feel the creature strike them. Their vision fades, but they can hear in their mind, "It's not here! Where did it go?" And Vari pries her eyes open to see the figure vanishing through the escape pod door. And through that, the hatch viewpoint, she can see the flashing yellow, and then a burst of light shines through the viewing port. Vari's weak, but they struggle to get into the seat and buckle in as the escape pod flashes out of the side of the ship. And she watches as the stellar flare shrinks in the distance before it explodes into a yellow-red fireball with flashes of purple and blue and bolts of green energy. Vari's last memory is one of those bolts striking their escape pod. And that's our game.
Oh,
What? Kev, what just happened?
What just happened?
Oh,
Kev with the
Impressive.
narrative drop.
Well, like the question that I have that I hope everyone has: if the stellar flare blew up into pieces, what are we on?
Yes, that's what I
Is
want
this
to
a
know.
ghost ship?
Oh,
Save it for next time.
I'm gonna lose my
Wow.
this ghost ship.
It's perfect. Thanks for listening, ye scallywags. Until next week, drift begons on distant stars.